A common question I get asked is, how does DeFord Insurance Group sales and marketing training work for agents who are interested in final expense and or Medicare? And the purpose of this video is to show you exactly that. I'm actually going to take you through a brief run through of what our sales and marketing training actually looks like, so you know exactly what to expect when you decide to join and move forward with DeFord Insurance Group. Greetings and salutations. My name is David Duford. I am DeFord Insurance Group. We train agents nationally to sell final expense, Medicare, also annuities and ACA in person or face-to-face, part-time or full-time, without the fluff in the MLM culture that's so prevalent. If you'd like to learn more about joining our agency, head on over to davidduford.com/FAQ to learn more. So I want to spend some time here taking you through how my website works, where you can go ahead and get an idea of how the training systems for final expense and Medicare works. What I'm going to show you on the screen here is kind of the foundation. It's the pivot point, the keystone to how everything works on the training side. And having an understanding of what the training is like is very important no matter what agency you join. And before you decide to move forward, I want to show you this so you know exactly what to expect and see how this meets and hopefully exceeds your expectations for how training works. So first of all, we operate on a professionally run training course website for both our final expense training and also with our partner in the the Medicare side of the business, 360 Financial Group. We'll come back to that in a minute. They handle the Medicare as well as the ACA side. We're going to start with final expense and then get into Medicare. First thing I want you guys to notice is that we have a forum. So we have a private forum where agents can interact, ask questions, and myself and other agents as well can provide answers to those questions. So it operates just like a typical forum that you see. All of these questions are archived and searchable. So if you ever have any questions, it's a great resource. You can just put it into the search bar, search for it, and find exactly kind of if there's some, esoteric question that is interesting, but maybe isn't like relevantly and readily available in the normal training, which we'll get to in a minute. You can use the forum to do just that. Also, another cool trick here that we have here is the filter section where you can filter by category. One of the probably the most useful aspect of this is actually filtering by daily huddles or deep dive trainings. These are our main trainings we'll talk about more, but let's say you want to go into a deep dive training where we do a final expense telesales or a final expense face-to-face real life sales presentation, analysis and critique. You can simply scroll through here, find all this information listed here, and actually watch the video of the recording we did in the past. It's so incredible because it allows you to get on-demand a la carte training whether you're selling over the phone or in person. So this is something I'm super thrilled about. I think it makes a huge difference, and I think you'll like it too. Also, you'll get live training on the final expense side. Right now we're at the end of September. As we get into October, this is what our live training looks like. Really briefly, we do daily training Monday through Friday at different times, convenient for both East Coast and West Coast and anybody in between. All the times you see here are listed as East Coast times, so subtract 3 hours if you're on the West Coast, etc. But for example, Mondays we do an agency training. It's kind of a recap of the production results from the last week. We also do some basic training, some fundamentals training like objection handling training, opening the calls type of training, taking your questions as well. It's about an hour to 2 hours long depending on the topics and the information needed to disseminate. And then on Tuesdays we have daily huddle training. That is a 30-minute micro training at 9 a.m. Eastern where we focus on one particular topic but don't take all day long to teach it. We also have, not necessarily related to final expense, but an annuity training that happens in the morning by Stephen Burgess, our annuity trainer. We have the same kind of trainings in the afternoon on Wednesdays, so that's more convenient for the West Coast people, again at 3 o'clock and 3:30. A daily huddle training and a new agent onboarding question and answer session. And then Thursday, same thing. We have a daily huddle training at 9 a.m., a new agent training hosted by some of our agents. That's for a couple of hours. That's very good training for new agents. And then a live dialing training for our face-to-face agents where you get to listen to an agent call live and hear what it sounds like, and then also receive feedback if you so choose to, where you can call yourself and then the person, an agent who heads it up, which is a very experienced face-to-face agent, will give you immediate feedback on what you can do to get better. And then last but not least, we have deep dive trainings where we'll take a real life sales presentation and actually critique it. Very good training. That's probably the most appreciated training by our agents thus so far. All of these trainings are recorded. You have no responsibility to attend any of them. We encourage it, of course, but it's not required. You can always go back again and find it after the fact and watch it on demand. The other aspect we have here, of course, are classroom training modules, where we will teach you about face-to-face training as well as telesales training. Again, yes, we do have scripts. You can see these down here. Again, we'll show you here is a presentation script for face-to-face. We also have appointment setting scripts as well, door knocking scripts for face-to-face. We have video breakdowns of each part of the presentation to help you better manage it. Also, real-life presentations you can listen to, face-to-face and telesales referral training as well. Endless amounts of training to help you understand this business. And again, not just for face-to-face, but for telesales too. Scripts for outbound calls or inbound calls, telesales breakdown, again, specific to the telesales process. Real-life trainings you can listen to from real-life agents and critiques as well to help you kind of better visualize what it's like to sell over the phone or face-to-face. We have carrier trainings that you'll get into, video modules to walk you through how final expense works, how the underwriting works, and we'll also provide this free cheat sheet to you that's going to describe to you the basics of your policies and the different carriers you write, as well as help you underwrite your clients based off of their health condition. You just simply look at the health history issues they have and then tab over and find out which carrier is likely going to issue which type of rate class. Very, very useful tool to help simplify the complexity that a lot of agents are understandably frustrated with, which is the underwriting in the beginning. We'll also teach you which leads to use. We'll also give you some mindset training, very, very valuable information, kind of develop a proper mindset to sell successfully. And then you'll get my personal contact information as well as an opportunity to set one-on-one coaching calls with me as you get started and start selling. I'm here to help develop you, answer your questions, help you stay accountable to your sales and marketing system so you yield as much success as possible. Now that's, again, a summary of what this is like. Hopefully you can see that we're very sales-oriented, sales training. And the same exact thing is set up in our syndicate program with 360 on the Medicare and the ACA side. We have a forum. We have a classroom of different training on Medicare, Medicare sales training, carrier training, leads. All this information, very, very important to help you learn how to sell over the phone or in person on the Medicare side, steps to running a successful Medicare sales business, and then the ability to communicate with other top producers in the forum, as well as our trainers like Luis Moreno and Matt Munguia. We also do live training multiple days a week so that you can come on for a Q&A call for onboarding. We have 2 Medicare trainings a week, 1 ACA training a week if you're interested in that. And again, a lot of opportunity to help you learn the Medicare business, which unfortunately is so commonly not taught. A lot of agencies just recruit you and then tell you to figure it out on your own. So if you're like me, if you think training is an absolute vital part of your success in selling final expense or Medicare, then DeFord Insurance Group is the answer to your training desires. We put training on a pedestal. It is a differentiating factor to taking somebody who is brand new to a particular line of insurance and helping them become as successful as possible. Without good training, your chances of success are much lower. And we know what processes and steps to put in place to help you become as successful as you can in this business. And if you feel passionately about training, consider joining us at DeFord Insurance Group. You can go over to daviddeford.com/FAQ to learn more about how we focus on developing agents into top producers and not focusing on the Kool-Aid drinking MLM pyramid schemes that are so common in this business. We want you to be a successful producer first and foremost, and that's where our energy and focus will lie. And check out at daviddeford.com/FAQ to learn more about how it works. And as always, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.